So, this idea of actually getting closer towards our goals, our aspirations, our dreams, and the version of ourselves we want to become is very hard to manage for many because it's believed that we simply have to do the work, we simply have to keep going, we simply have to do what needs to be done. And that's true. But how do you keep going when everything is tough and when everything is difficult, right? That's where many people give up and many people stop and many people don't continue. But there's a big difference between quitting and then making mistakes, right? Mistakes is a part of the road. Mistakes is a part of what will get you where you want to go. And you have to be able to overcome the obstacles you're meeting on your journey in order to actually get closer to the goals you want to achieve. And it is simply not enough to say keep going or to do what needs to be done, because if you do not have the intrinsic willpower and energy to keep going and reason to keep going, right? So many and majority of people are really failing because they're putting all their effort and passion into something with only motivation as a drive, right? But if you don't have that intrinsic drive that keeps you going because you have a deeper reason for continuing to do so, right? How are you going to continue to keep going when it gets tough? How are you continuing to overcome the mistakes and the failures you will inevitably meet when you don't know why to continue, when the only thing that's driving you is the motivation or a big dream, right? But what is essentially the foundation of this dream? Well, that's the desire you have to actually make it come to fruition and make it a reality. So you have to get so clear on what it is your North Star is and being so rooted in this direction and having a personal compass for you to follow in every situation that gets difficult for you, in every situation where you are tempted to not follow it, to follow a different path, and to make a decision that puts you further away from your dreams and goals instead of closer to them. So you have to find this compass. You have to create a navigator for you to follow, to always make the decision that you want to make that will get you closer to where you want to go and to enable you to have the discipline needed to overcome the obstacle. Because motivation and just keep going and the motivational ideas behind having the discipline to do what you want to do and what is needed to do is simply not enough. You need to have a drive that keeps you going, and it will be hard. It will be difficult, don't get me wrong, but when you have this compass that guides you on the mission or you're on the journey towards your mission, then you don't need motivation because you will do what you want to do most above what you want to do in the moment. And it's not about discipline, right? You could say discipline is really the equation of doing what you said you would do despite how you feel in the moment. But when you have this North Star, the last part of the equation will not be applicable. It will not matter how you feel in the moment because what you feel in the moment is overshadowed by what you want most, which sometimes in the moment is to not do the thing that you needed to do in order to get to where you want to go in the future. But what you want most is above what you want in the future. What you want most is also now because everything you want is right in front of you and you simply have to tap into it and allow yourself to have it. So what you want most is always right in front of you and also in the present. So forget about the discipline or the actions needed to get you where you want to go in the future and focus on your North Star as a sort of a direction without the concept of time, but simply how you can incorporate as many actions and thoughts and feelings as this North Star wants you to into the present, and make your present situation as similar to your dream situation as possible, because that's the moment where everything will come to fruition. So find your compass and find your North Star and know how to navigate the decisions in order to make your present state the most possible aligned you can with your dream state. That's really where you find that dreams become a reality. I'm rooting for you.